All right, let's add some data validation to this to make sure that the stuff that they're entering is actually accurate. So we've already got the bit that checks whether their name is in there, and if their name is already in there and they're in that house group, it's going to update it. So it's not just going to constantly add more and more of the same student, it will update it. What we are going to do now is check to make sure that they're enrolled in the right events. So if you remember from the day, you've got certain events that you can enroll in. Things like you have to enroll in at least one field event and at least one track event. So we can do that quite easily. Now at the top here, I'm looking at the wrong insert one. At the top here, I've got discus and I've got M100 and M200 as track events. Now what I can do down here is create a new variable, track equals $M100 plus $M200. Because the M3000 is an open event and it doesn't count, it doesn't matter. So what should happen here is track is going to be a number. It's either going to be 0, 1, or 2. And if it's 1 or greater, great, they've enrolled in a track event. If it's less than 1, so if it's 0, then we know that they haven't enrolled in a track event, they need to go back and do it. And we're going to assign a field as a variable. And this is going to be $discus plus there's no javelin. It's just going to be $discus for now. You'll be adding more things into yours to make sure that they have actually done it. But then we have an error here. If $track is less than 1, and I can't remember the actual syntax here, so let's try something. Or $field is less than 1. Now this symbol here is normally in JavaScript an OR, and it's the shift backslash button. So the backslash above the enter on a keyboard or near the enter. Shift backslash will put that bar in, and I'll just check to make sure that this works. In fact, this is all the code that we really need. You need to enter at least one track and one field event. So it's going to give that error to them. And I also want to make sure or I can do it here, href equals index.php. So I'll make sure I use the single quotations. Index.php, go back. So it should give an error, and then I can put a BR in here, and it will give them a link to go back. So let's just test to see if that works. Localhost. Alright, so name, Johnny B. Good, house SFY, under 14. He's going to enroll in the 100 meter not discus, enroll in events. Alright, I'm getting an error on line 23. That's quite an easy error. I didn't put the brackets at the end there. Let's go back and check that again. Enroll in events. You need to enter at least one track and one field event. So it's checked it. It's working. Let's enter a field event and enroll in this. You need to enter at least one track and one field event. Let's try it again with both. So 100 meter discus, enroll in events, one entry added. Very easy data validation, making sure that they're actually entering the right thing. And it was only a few lines of code checking if this or, that's another way of saying that. I'm not actually sure if or works. It's coming up as a code, so let's see what happens if I do it. I'll just check back and go that, and he'll be in another house group this time. No, it's not the right one. So you will need to use the double bars for or. You can also, that may be why. Let's just double check that again. No, you can. You can use or. Okay, so you could use the word or instead of the double bars. I might do it as or. It's a bit more readable. And is also another one. So if they're both less than 1, they haven't enrolled in anything, then that's a problem. But in this case, we want to check. It doesn't matter which one is less than 1. They need to enroll so that both of these are either 1 or more. And like I said, very simple data validation, but it works. It works in this case. So we'll finish the video there, just a short one.